What's happening, everybody? Kelly here with the Living in Claremont channel, the channel that's dedicated to all things Claremont, including the surrounding areas like Winter Garden, Orlando, Davenport, Leesburg, the villages, Mineola, Davenport. I said Davenport already, Groveland. It's like everywhere. But Claremont is our focal because that's where the ninja lives, right? So today you need to hang with me on this video because I'm about to break down on January 1, 2024. Can you believe it? We're here. I'm going to break down all of the new restaurants and businesses opening in Claremont in the next 3 months. And I've already toured one of them, blew me away. So stay tuned, get ready. If you have to, pause the video, get your coffee, get your Coke and popcorn, because we're getting ready to hit what's happening in Claremont. All right, guys. So a lot of great stuff happening in Claremont, Southlake County. A lot of things going on construction-wise. We've got some new developments coming in. We have some builders going into their third and final phases, fifth phases. We've got new developments over at Wellness Way. We've got Olympus, Mineola's kicking up with construction near the Turnpike, a Dream Home Finder. So just a lot of really great stuff going on housing-wise. But today's video is not about that. Let's get into for January to kick off the new year. What's happening with new businesses? And guys, a lot of really cool restaurant options. I'm actually excited for a couple of these because it just really is going to enhance the experience that you have with Claremont and Southlake County. I can tell you this, if you're looking for an eclectic smorgasbord, if you will, of restaurants, this area has it. If you go to downtown Claremont, you've got several businesses, some Spanish restaurants, some New Orleans style restaurants. You've got one called Cheezer's Palace that you got to go try out their brunch. And none of these restaurants in downtown Claremont are franchise related. A lot of really cool businesses. Like if you like to go antique shopping and you love that old town feel that's been updated and you want to eat, there's some new coffee breweries that have opened up. Oh, I was in Claremont just the other day, and even though I live here, I was amazed at some of the new coffee places, and we tried them out. Amazing. I'll probably be doing some videos on the new coffee stores opening up. But today I want to spotlight some of the new businesses opening up, specific to things like food, right? Because we all like food. So I'm going to share my screen, and I want to get started with what these things are, some of the names of these businesses and where they're located and really what they're doing. So guys, if you haven't, go to Southlake Tablet, subscribe there. A lot of great news. If you want to stay in the know, a lot of great news from Southlake. Love that Claremont outreach that they do. But guys, look at this. Here's one called Grace O'Malley's Pub. This is your spotlight for the Irish experience, right? And so Grace O'Malley's is opening up where graffiti. Now, this isn't what they look like here. This is the old Graffiti Junction. And to show you where they're located, here's Highway 50. So Orlando would be on this direction. Disney is down here. Leesburg, the villages, Ocala, Gainesville's that way. Tampa's that way. So this is the main artery through Claremont. And by the way, Miller's Ale House just recently opened up. We're going to talk about that. But right here is Graffiti Junction, and it sits up high on a hill. And this is where, with the Irish pub, I think you're going to see a lot of families that want to enjoy that pub atmosphere and maybe get a little different take on food, like your shepherd's pie and some of the beef dinners. I love a good Irish pub, and I have been waiting for one to come into Claremont. And so there you go, guys. Grace O'Malley opening soon here in Claremont. Then Portillos. Oh, I was waiting for this one, guys. So here's where Portillos is. So Portillos is located right here. It's on Highway 50, and it's right down from where the, not far from where the Irish pub's opening, but Portillos, and let me show you their website. This is what it looks like here in Claremont. This place right here has just some amazing food. Like, guys, when they open, like, they did a soft opening. A lot of people in Claremont didn't know they were open. I snuck in. I got their large chili cheese dog with their fries that you dip in hot cheese and their chocolate cake slice. Holy macaroni. That was one of the best Chicago hot dogs I've ever had. And they've got sausage dogs. They've got some of the most incredible salads. Like they make them from scratch, like their Greek salad. Woo! My wife had it. This sucker was huge, right? So a lot of great stuff at Portillo's. Um, Check them out. Go to portillos.com. I'll drop a link below it in the description. But they just opened, did their soft open last weekend. They're officially open now. And what I love about Portillo's is unlike like a Five Guys. Oh, and by the way, they make their amazing hamburgers and Philly style cheesesteaks, their own incredible. But the thing I liked about them is when you go in, it's got like a garage. You've been in those restaurants where it's like a garage on the inside. It's got just the actual aesthetics of the building, but it's very large on the inside. You could probably seat over 100, if not 150 people on the inside. And then they've got all this seating outside. So, you walk into a Five Guys, and I'm not being negative on Five Guys, but you walk into a Five Guys, it's really more catered to people coming to get it and leave. Very, very limited space on the inside. You go into Portillo's, I don't care what time of the day it is, you're probably going to find a seat, right? So this one I'm very super excited for. Let's continue. Now, Longhorn Steakhouse and Mission Barbecue. Let's start with Longhorn. Over here, again, Portillo's. It's hard to see. There's Portillo's. And right next to Portillo's, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let's go like this. Right over here, guys, in front of Lowe's Home Improvement, next to Portillo's, is going to be the Longhorn. Right next to Longhorn, from what I'm being told, is going to be the Mission Barbecue. Now, I don't know that much about Mission, but Claremont was in desperate need of an authentic barbecue restaurant. We've got a couple in town, and I'm not negative. I mean, we've got the Chain Sonny's, which is always a good go-to if you want some barbecue. But you guys know what I'm talking about. If you go to Austin, Texas, woo, there's some barbecue down there that will absolutely rock your world. Well, we need that in Claremont. So let's see. Mission Barbecue opening soon. Going to be checking them out. Longhorn, everybody knows Longhorn. We've got an Outback here, and if anybody knows Outback, they're not, to me, they're not really known anymore for their steaks. Matter of fact, in Claremont, if you want a really good ribeye, go to Carrabba's. Whew, their ribeye steak there, it's pretty awesome. But Longhorns, very similar to Texas Roadhouse. But again, getting another one here is great because Texas Roadhouse is full all the time. So it'd be nice to have another location as Claremont is continuing to grow. All right, let's continue on. So we've got this thing called the Cross Ridge Exchange, right? And I think I've got it here. Here it is right here. So the Cross Ridge Exchange has about almost 8,000 square foot of space. It's located just north of Walmart and south of BJ's on 27. It's going to be a collection of different businesses, probably a medical office or two. With the way things are going, maybe a mattress store. But inside of Cross Ridge, and this is what's got me excited, there's something called a Josie's Pizza and Wings. And Claremont's always looking for another pizza place. I've got some of my favorite stores I go to. Check out Calabria on 50 and 455 as you're leaving Claremont heading to the Turnpike. Calabria's, trust me on this, guys. I'll put a link below. They are incredible. Owned by two guys that are literally from Italy. These guys have dialed it in. So Calabria's, if you want some pizza, in my opinion, you can't go wrong. But Josie's Pizza and Wings, we'll see what's happening with them. Brooklyn Water Bagel, never heard of them, but hey, I'm game. Broken Egg Cafe. I think Claremont was in need of another breakfast restaurant. Some of the chain stores here are just too generic, in my opinion. I want a good, and that's probably a chain. I don't know anything about them, but we need a good breakfast location in Claremont. So, Honey Baked Ham. Who hasn't heard of them? They're going to be located in this plaza just south of Highway 50 off of 27. And guys, Honey Baked, if you know anything about spiral hams, that's the place to get it. Right now, my wife and I get spiral baked hams from Honey Baked for Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's like 50 or 60 bucks, but man, they're worth it. But we got to drive all the way to Winter Garden. And a lot of times you have to get on a waiting list. Well, guess what? They're coming to Claremont. And then we've got, again, Missions in. But guys, this one's got me excited. I don't know where they're going to be yet, but Cheddars is opening up. If you've not been to a Cheddars, man, you are missing it. They are opening up in Claremont sometime later this year. Then there's another coffee store. I don't know where they're located. It does say that they're not far from one of the local hotels here. I am going to be checking them out, but it's a drive-through coffee joint, and they've got 7 different types of brews. If you're familiar with Starbucks, everybody knows Starbucks. They literally only give you like 2 or 3 coffee selections. I was looking for a coffee store that would give you more than just the 2 or 3 you get at Starbucks. So jury's out. We'll check them out as soon as they open. I'm going to go try them out, and I'll share with you what that's like. And then, guys, we've got something called the Salt Shack. Okay, so this will be in downtown Claremont, just north of Claremont on the lake. People literally can drive their boats up to the back of it. But this is going to be a restaurant that's coming in featuring seafood, which we really needed a good dedicated seafood restaurant in Claremont, in my opinion. It's not always all about Red Lobster. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But jury's out on this one. The restaurant that was there before them failed miserably, had a bad reputation. So I'm hoping Salt Shack comes in and changes the atmosphere of that location. It's a phenomenal location. Literally, you could walk around Claremont like in the mornings, go check out the shops and everything, get some coffee, and then go hit that Salt Shack for a lunch overlooking the beautiful Lake Mineola. Don't think you can go wrong with that. And then 165 Seafood Boil, they are leaving. I tried them out one time. It was geared as a like a crab boil place. Wasn't too thrilled with it. I'm not really shocked that they're going out of business. And I hate to say it that way, but if you're going to give something to the public, man, you only get one first impression, right? So guys, there we go. That's what's happening in Claremont in the next, what I would say, 1 to 4 months. Super stoked for the Portillos, the Cheddars coming in, Longhorn, and honey baked ham. So stay tuned, guys. More great news coming up, but make sure you stay with me on this journey, guys. This channel is dedicated to Claremont, but we also touch base with what's going on near Claremont, like Winter Garden, like Groveland, Leesburg, Mineola, Orlando, all of these areas, Davenport, Winter Garden. So you're going to get all of those news, but we dedicate ourselves to everything Claremont, making sure that you are updated. If you guys are thinking of selling a home and relocating, if you're anywhere near Claremont, you're selling a home to get another home in Claremont, guys, talk with me, because as the local real estate ninja, I've got a program that can have you potentially hiring me for free to sell your home and be your agent on the buy of your next home. Now, if you're looking to relocate to Claremont, Leesburg, the Villages, Winter Garden, Davenport, Groveland, Mascot, Mineola, anywhere within 30 to 50 miles of Claremont, make sure you reach out to me. Guys, I always give for my YouTube family 25% of our buyer's agent commission to you to use for closing costs. In the last 4 months, we've given away almost $30,000 or more in commissions to our clients. I've got 6 more closings coming up, so that number is going to probably triple. But I'm dedicated to helping you guys not only in the process of buying and selling your home, but making sure that it's a fun, enjoyable experience, even though sometimes it can be a little scary. I want to make sure that you guys are covered, that this process is going to be something you look back on as positive, and I want to make sure that I impact you financially. That's it, guys. As always, subscribe, the bell, stay with us on this journey. Drop me comments below and tell me what you think about these restaurants. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what's happening in Claremont. I'm excited. Be on the lookout. I'm about to drop a video this week on a brand new builder that I just toured their model home. Guys, I'm not going to tell you who they are, but I've never heard of this builder. And they have got a project going on between Claremont and Groveland that is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in terms of construction. And when you see what they do on their homes, you're going to be shocked. So I'll be dropping that video this week. And I'll also be dropping some other videos about some of the projects going on here in Claremont. So stay with us. Drop some comments below. Tell me what you think Claremont needs as a restaurant, and we'll go from there. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.